judge has begun listening to gripping testimony to decide if 3 people charged in the murder of 13-year-old Deontae Mitchell will stand trial. And we're hearing some gut-wrenching moments where people say they tried to help the young teen. 7 Action News reporter Kimberly Craig was in court, and Kim, it is hard to even imagine Deontae's fear that night.
It really is. Witnesses say Deontae was crying and just wanted to go home. Now charged with his murder are Ernest Coleman, his mother Lillian Roberts, and her boyfriend Gregory Walker, who is accused of choking the child to death over a few dollars.
Were they small bills, big bills?
It was about a 20 and some 10s.
Deontae Mitchell's 13-year-old cousin was first on the stand today. Javion talked about Deontae giving him some of the money that Gregory Walker dropped outside the party store. The 2 boys went their separate ways, but when Deontae went back to the store is when Detroit police say Walker, who was angry that they took his money, kidnapped Deontae. Today we learned that Deontae's cousin had gone to hide out in his stepfather's van.
And I see that he's nervous and sweating. He was actually sitting there in the van counting the money. And
what did you say to him about the money?
I was like, wherever you got that from, because you got problems, and whoever it came from, they're gonna come here because they know you live here. Either you take it back or you have to get out of this van and you have to go somewhere where his auntie live, sit there while I get your mother, and we come over there and try to find out what's going on.
But it was too late, according to Cedric Bell. Moments after Javion took off, Cedric Bell testified that Walker pulled into his driveway and his girlfriend Lillian Roberts got out and asked if Javion was there.
As soon as she told him this, he immediately bolted out of the car, had his pistol in his hand, and was like, if Javion doesn't give me my money back, I'm gonna put a bullet in him. I already got his friend in the back seat.
Cedric Bell says he could see someone in the car beating a child, and he pleaded for them to let him go.
And that's when I was hollering, let that kid go.
Anthony Young is Gregory Walker's cousin. He too was in Walker's black Impala the night police say Deontae was kidnapped. He says also in the car were Walker's girlfriend Lillian Roberts and her son Ernest Coleman. And he saw Deontae's hands were tied. They drove to Greektown Casino with Deontae in the car. And Young testified that while he did not know Deontae, he was willing to pay up for the child just so Walker would let him go.
I said, how much money did they owe you? He said $70. I went in my shoe and I got the money out my sock and I gave him the money back. I said, well, I'll take the loss of the money that they took. Just drop the little boy off at home or drop him off at the corner and let him go.
And later that day, Walker and Roberts claimed to relatives that they did not need to let Deontae go because they claimed he jumped out of the car and ran. Police say they actually murdered him. The prelim actually resumes on July 12th, and we will certainly be here. Reporting live in downtown Detroit, Kimberly Craig, 7 Action News. Back to you.
So hard to hear all of that, Kim. Thank you.